24 years after Pixar Animation Studios blessed us with the original Toy Story movie, we now have Toy Story 4, which means it's time to rank all the Toy Story movies from the worst to the best.
Can I be your superhero?
What's going on, everyone? I am Arcanized, and I love talking about movies. Probably a little bit too much, so if you're the same way, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Today, I'm going to be ranking all 4 Toy Story movies from the worst to the best. This was an incredibly hard list to make because Toy Story is my favorite movie series of all time. I love all 4 of these films, and I love them so much. So it was very hard to pick which one goes above another, but this is my list. Make sure to go ahead and tell me yours down below in the comments, and let's get started. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Toy Story 2. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this film. There's so many references in here to things like Star Wars, and it's a journey to find your purpose as you're kind of growing up. And I love that. This movie definitely can appeal to both little children, teenagers, adults, you name it. It is very versatile. It has a great story, a great message, but it's just in last place because I needed to put something in last place, and I don't quite think the story and adventure is as compelling as some of the other films. Toy Story 2 is still an absolute classic, but it's coming in last place. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Toy Story 4, the newest entry in the series. Now, when this was first announced, I was a little bit skeptical because I thought Toy Story 3 ended the group's journey so well. But while that is true, some characters had not yet had their perfect ending, and this film really gave that to some of them. Woody, I wasn't sure how they were going to finish his story, but they did it perfectly with him finding out who he is meant to be and not just being defined by his relationships with others, and I thought all this was great. This is probably the best looking Toy Story movie, but I don't think some of the writing was quite as solid as a few others, and I would have liked to see the inclusion of some more of the old toys. While we did get introduced to new great ones like Duke Kaboom and the plush toys, it's a great movie, but I just have some others closer to my heart and that I think are better films. Coming in at number 2 is going to be the original Toy Story. I remember watching this one dozens of times as a little kid, and it never got old because there's something almost magical about this first Toy Story movie. Sure, the animation got better as the years went along, but this movie is a classic. It touched on human emotions, and it did it so well that, again, anyone could watch this film and understand it and love it. I just adore this movie. I mean, Buzz coming in to the gang and Woody being insecure but still loving Andy more than anything. He doesn't know what to do, and they bond throughout the movie, and the action, the adventure to try and get back to Andy is all great, and this will always be one of my favorite films of all time. It is such a classic. It's just not number 1. Coming in at number 1 is going to be Toy Story 3. Right when you thought Pixar was running out of ideas, they throw a prison escape story at you and do it so well, with the toys getting stuck in Sunnyside Daycare, having to break out. Lotso the Bear is one of our darkest, coldest, but yet best Pixar villains. You see what happened to him to make him so angry at the world and at other toys, and this movie was able to evoke extra emotions out of you because Andy is growing up. He's going off to college, and the toys feel like they're being abandoned. They don't know what their purpose is. And it all ends with one of the most beautiful, greatest, most brilliant movie endings I have ever seen. I adore this movie, and even though I love every single one of these movies, this one is just the very best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure to leave your list down below in the comments so we can have an awesome discussion. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.